So we're here with Shelly Coulter of Bell Alley Pretzels. Thank you so much for having us in today. And we're going to talk a little bit about what you do in the morning. What do you, when you first get here, I guess you have to make the fire. What time do you do that?
I do it at 4 o'clock in the morning, every day, 6 days a week. I even come in on a Sunday and I continue to keep the fire going.
Okay, so it's a coal-fired oven, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and what temperature do you have to get it up to?
We like to keep it anywhere in between 350 and 400.
Okay, so cool. So, and now that's inside the oven.
It's actually 13 by 12. What we do is we bake a total of 50 dozen at one time.
Okay.
We lay them right on top of the brick itself.
Cool. So now, here we're mixing the dough now. So what kind of, do you have secret ingredients? Can you tell us, or?
I can tell you,
Okay.
It's flour, water, malt, and yeast.
All right.
That's all it takes to operate it.
But it kind of looks like you're not measuring very much.
You don't need to after 39 years.
So 39 years you've been doing
39
this.
years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you took it over from, tell us who you took it
Joseph
over from?
Domachowski, the original owner who purchased it in 1945.
Okay. So all this is original from 1945.
Absolutely.
That's great. So there's the dough, and I saw you kind of just put a little bit of water in here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a certain texture that you like to get it to? You can tell by looking at it?
It's not as wet as the pizza dough. It's a little more drier than that, but it's almost to that extent.
Okay, so now the dough's been mixed and we're transferring it over into the
Twisting machine.
So it's a twisting machine. And
Yes.
is that something that Joseph made as well?
Joseph got that out of a junkyard in 1945. All
Oh,
he did
wow.
was piece it together and convert it over from the chain link into motorcycle chain.
Okay, so it's a creation of his own that
Absolutely.
he made himself.
Yep.
And so the dough sits on the top, and then it spits out these little tubes, right?
Right.
Okay, so now this is the art.
Right here. Yes, it's all in the wrist.
Okay, so it's a spin, and then I put it down. And I know you mentioned about ears. You don't want to have ears. What are the
Yeah,
ears?
if you don't push the dough at the flaps at each end,
Uh-huh.
when you put it in the oven, it'll come up in the air, which I call ears. So
Oh, okay.
each end would stick straight up.
Okay, so
So
now
you would break it off as you're trying to get them out to lay them on top of each other.
so now we have Jane, the amateur pretzel maker, who's not doing so well. But but you said that you have like kids come in and make
Pre-K,
pretzels.
yes,
Okay.
pre-K. Kindergarten comes in and they get it in the first try. I don't
They get
know
it the
how.
first try with no ears, right?
Even I didn't do that. Yes.
So, yeah, Jane's still struggling a little bit. And the one she made has ears. But, I see you have probably a dozen and a half made already.
That's
She's still
okay.
on number
Jane's
2.
going to have to come back so we can practice her a little more.
Okay. Now we have Sheila. And Sheila, I think, does a little bit better than Jane did. And you still have to fix it up a little bit.
Well, what happened there is she didn't do the complete flip.
Okay.
But right after that, she got it and it was all good.
Look
See
at that.
it?
Perfect. Yep. Except don't push it down, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You got to leave it so it's puffy a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. Very cool. Now here's Martha. Martha is struggling a little bit. I guess it's
You
hard
do,
to...
some
you
do.
know.
I struggled in the beginning, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
And Martha looks like she's doing not too bad now. She got one done, okay. But everybody wants to pound it flat.
Yes,
Don't do
they
that.
do.
Don't do that. Now here's Ellen.
Now, what we
Ellen doesn't have it, but it's okay.
What we do is
can't all
we
be
put them
bad.
on the racks so they can prep. That's where the fatness comes in. So
Oh, okay. All right. So there you go. And finally, now Nicole was great.
yeah,
Nicole got it. She has. I mean, she gets that it has to be a wrist thing.
there you go.
There you go. And down it goes. Yeah!
Voila. She's so happy too. Look at her.
Excellent. Okay, so now we have all the pretzels made. And how many do you put in the oven at once?
What we do is we put 4 dozen on each board.
Okay.
But I put 16 in at one time because that's how far, your peel can hold them.
So 16 on a peel.
Yep.
Okay. And here's the peel.
And that's
you're
what we
talking
call a
about.
peel.
Okay, and it's coated with salt, right?
Yes.
That's where the salt.
Well, it gets
from
hard
the-
like concrete after it builds up, you know, and then we have to knock that off and level it, but that's all salt right there on that peel.
And that also keeps the pretzel from sticking to the bottom of the oven?
Absolutely.
So it goes salt side down
Yep.
when it goes in the oven. Okay. But first, you have to get them wet a little bit?
You have to dip them.
So this is hot water?
Yes.
Okay, so it's
what
in the
you
hot
do
water.
is you dip them in there. That's called soda water.
Okay.
That helps color them, and that also helps for the salt to stick.
So is it like baking soda? Soda
Yes.
water? Okay. All right. Very cool. So now you can have, you said 16 on a peel, right?
Yep.
Okay, so onto the peel they go. And into the oven.
And out you go.
And okay, so now
They're
how
in
do you
it.
know when they're done?
Just by looking at them.
Okay, so
It's
about-
actually 15 to 18 minutes.
Okay.
But when you've been doing it as long as me, I can just look
You
at it.
can look at it. It's a certain shade of brown, and there it
Absolutely.
goes. Very cool.
Yep.
All right. Because I guess the oven is a specific temperature, or is it kind of a range between?
350 and 400. If you have it on that, anything under that, it can stick to the brick.
Okay, and now the finished product, which they're all going to
It's
enjoy.
right
So
there,
we
yes.
are Bell Alley Pretzels, and it's in Bell Alley, which is right off of Laurel Street
Yep.
in Reading.